Back on my nonfiction nonsense again. I have not filmed in a few days because I am traveling right now and I'm in North Carolina, which explains the different setting. But I finished another nonfiction book, Mysteries Uncovered, by Emily Thompson, and she's one of the writers for the Morbidology podcast. It's another one of those DK type books where they take a whole bunch of small writings about different mysteries. They don't do one big long one. This one, unfortunately, was a little bit alien heavy. It was not so much a lot of some of the more interesting things that I think are like Roanoke and Amelia Earhart and the Flannan Lighthouse mystery and different things. They do mention those, but the majority of the chapters, a lot of them are related to aliens and Roswell and different sightings, and just that to me isn't as interesting just because it's the same thing over and over and over. It's alien sightings, UFO sightings don't change from very much from place to place. So it's not a bad book though. It is much like the other DK ones if you're interested in unexplained stuff and different things like that. There is, let me see, I don't know how many chapters on this. About 15 to 20 chapters of different unexplained events. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, this one is pretty good. I have moved on in my nonfiction to another one about Bigfoot at this point. But this is again one of those things that they do mention the Isdal woman in there, which is unusual that they would talk about that in kind of a paranormal book when that one is not very paranormal at all. But good book, would recommend it. Just maybe if you're not really into UFO stuff, skip those chapters. It's sort of non-essential in your reading of the whole thing because you can just sort of skip around because each one is individually packaged in its own sort of essay about that topic. But moving on, and moving on more in North Carolina.